Good afternoon and welcome to a very blustery Perkins Garages. Let me begin by apologising about any wind noise you might hear or poor audio quality. I'm trying my very best, but we are going to beat Mother Nature today before the rain arrives, and I'm going to bring you this L2 Ford TOURNEO Custom Sport. It's the 185 PS powertrain with a, settle down, sorry, 6-speed manual gearbox. It's on a 70 plate, so that means we've got warranty until the latter stages of 2023, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you around some of this incredible specification to be found on this TOURNEO Custom. So, like always, we're going to begin at the front bumper, and we're going to look at some headlights. We have the HID Bi-Xenon HID headlights there, ladies and gentlemen. So I flick of the key, we can see you've got your daytime running lamps around the outside of the lamp. They might appear to be flickering, that's because of the frequency of the video, but let me assure you they are not. So you've got some really high specification headlights there, so that's another additional optional extra. What else have we got? We've got parking sensors. I think I'm getting a blown away here. Front parking sensors. We've got a racing radar there for your driver assistance pack as well, so that's going to be controlling things such as pre-collision assist. Again, I can only apologise about that wind noise, it's blustering. I think my headphones are about to fall off. We've got some lovely 17-inch machined alloy wheels there, and they've got Michelin's all the way around. So really good condition Michelin's, with plenty of tread left on the boats. So we're going to show you a little bit more spec. They're part of the driver assistance pack. I don't know if I can get it shot there. There we are. Maybe. That there is your blind spot assist monitor. So that features in the near side and the offside mirror. If someone's in your blind spot, you're going to get a little orange illumination to let you know it's unsafe to put in and out. So it's a really nice safety feature. We've got rear privacy glass. That we've got some lovely TOURNEO badging there as well. So privacy glass. You can see how dark that is. It really is lovely. So, show you a bit of reflection on the bodywork there. Show you how lovely condition this vehicle is. So this vehicle is worth noting, it's done 22,000 miles, so it's barely worn in. This style of vehicle that is designed to sit on a motorway all day, every day. These will run. Well, plenty of time yet. So now we're at the rear of the vehicle. Please excuse my legs. We've got rear parking sensors, we've got a rear camera, and we obviously have the factory fitted tow bar. These vehicles in the 185 PS manual will tow 2,100 kilos on a brake trailer. So if you have got a caravan, you do tow, perfect, we're all good to go. Come pick up on the weekend, you'll be towing by Saturday morning, not a problem. So that's that. Nice EU electrics on there as well, so that's going to cover all of your towing requirements, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take you around the near side of the vehicle. So like you'd expect, it's symmetrical to the offside. Obviously, Gavin. Why did I even say that? Anyway, we've got two sliding rear doors there. Give you a little glimpse of inside there. We're going to cover that in a little while. We'll just show you around the near side front wheel. Again, Michelin's. Blind spot assist in that mirror. Let's go around and look at the rear of the vehicle. So this is the L2, so it's a longer wheelbase. You can tell that by the little stretch in body there. The biggest giveaway is when you open up the tailgate. Are. So the major difference between an L1 and an L2 is the space in the rear. So it's the volume of the boot, and as you can see, it is extraordinarily large, as you can tell, like that. So you've got a lovely amount of space in these L2s. I mean, you could fit a small donkey in here, no problem, I reckon. Even a large donkey. Donkeys don't get that big. So it's got ample space in the rear here for all of your everyday needs. What is this little section here, you ask? This is your rear blower motor, which is responsible for the rear air conditioning. So put that cover back on. I just get asked it a lot, so I thought I'd just show you. And we also have under here a spare wheel. Let me just get down and show you. A spare wheel as well. So you're always going to be going in the right direction. From here we can also see we have a little table on those middle seats as well. So depending on how many passengers you've got in the vehicle, you know, you can just fold down the middle seats and have the table and the cup holder configuration as well. From here, it's also worth noting, rear privacy blinds, air conditioning, and rear speaker system is found up in the ceiling there. Let's just shut up the tailgate now. Nice and easy to do, thanks to the hydraulic struts. So no matter what your strength, you're easily going to be able to open and shut that. Okay, so let's just jump inside the rear of the vehicle now. Unfortunately it's a bit windy, so let's just jump in here so we eliminate some of the wind noise. So in the rear here we have 6 individual seats, 4 of the end ones being ISO fixings, so you can have 4 ISO fixing baby seats in here, not a problem. 2 USBs on the near side, 2 USBs on the off side, 2 more behind the handbrake, sorry, lots of words now. 2 behind the handbrake, and we've got 2 more at the front, so 8 USBs in total, cup holders, individual sun blinds, rear air conditioning, rear speakers. What else are the passengers going to want? So perfect configuration. We're currently in conference mode. This bank of 3 can be rotated 180 degrees to be facing forwards, so this seat here is going to be where I am currently sat on the off side of the vehicle. So if you don't want 2 rows facing each other, you can just turn them around. So it's ultimate versatility in these vehicles. I mentioned earlier your rear air conditioning, and there are the controls for that just there. So let me show you a little bit more about these seats. So this is an individual seat, as I just mentioned. This little lever here is going to fold the seat in half. We have another one just below here, so pull that one up like so. Obviously easier with 2 hands, but I've got a camera in one. So this seat now, you can pull on this handle here, and that's going to completely remove this individual seat from the vehicle. Secret, it is a TOURNEO people carrier. Take these seats out, you've got a transit van. Happy days. So very versatile. And there's the 2 USBs I was referring to earlier. So just pop that seat back down, like so. Nice and easy to do. You can see me doing it with one hand, admittedly with a bad camera angle, but nice and easy to flip upwards as well. Okay, let's close that up and let's show you some goodies inside the front. 2 electric front windows, electric mirror controls, and they also fold in as well. So we'll jump inside. Oh, let's not jump inside. I'll show you the driver's seat. Got some lumbar support. If you can see that moving. Lumbar support, got rear tilt, front and backwards, and a height adjustment as well. So 2, 4, 6, 8. 8-way adjustable driver's seat. See, all way. I'm going to get comfortable. Okay, so that's enough of the wind noise. Remote central lock-in with a conventional blade that goes inside the ignition barrel, like so. Foot on the clutch. Turn the engine on. Right, so we have automated lights like that, thanks to a light sensor just down there. So it's going to turn the lights on when it gets dark. Moving across the vehicle now, let's look at the driver display. RPM to the left, speedo to the right, temperature sensor and a fuel gauge at the bottom with a digital driver display in the middle. So we can cycle through all the menus there. We've got the driver assistance. This is what I was referring to earlier. So blind spot assist, pre-collision assist, traffic sign recognition, lane keeping, driver alert, hill start assist, cross traffic alert, eco coach, and cruise control, and a speed limiter. So tons and tons of driver assistance features in this vehicle. If not, navigation, FM, or your phone connectivity, and vehicle settings as well. So there's tons and tons of stuff you can do with that digital driver display. That links me in lovely to the left hand side of the steering wheel here, which is responsible for your cruise control. So it's conventional cruise control with the additional of the adaptive part of it as well. So using that little radar once more, it's going to pick up the cars in front of you and adapt your speed to the moving road traffic. So it reduces fatigue incredibly, and I am a fan of that. So if you've not used it before, come down to Perkins and we're happy to give you a demonstration. But it's a really fantastic system if you're doing longer miles. Not only that, it does save you on fuel as well. You're not going to be aggressively getting on and off the accelerator, so it's perfect for saving yourself a few pounds at the fuel pump. Okay, right, let's continue left, and we have this parade of switches. With traction control, we've got a mode button. That's going to put it into eco mode, like that. So it's going to suggest changing gears at lower revs, giving you a better fuel efficiency. We also have the button here for parking sensors, and it also features the forward park assist. So yes, this vehicle quite literally park itself for you. Choose on the relevant parking spaces, whether it be a bay park, perpendicular park, like so, and follow the instructions. So you can use the indicator to dictate what side of the road it is, and once it's found the spot, it just follow the instructions. You know, put the vehicle into reverse, and the steering wheel's going to go 10 to a dozen. Trust the process, and it's going to get you into that space beautifully. And it's such a nice feature to have on a long wheelbase vehicle as well. So it really does help out the user if you do struggle with parking. Not everyone's a parking god. There we have it. So this screen is the Sync 3.4 module. So let me just turn the automated parking off. So Sync 3.4, we've got the dark band around the bottom of the screen. So we've got the new software on the navigation. Just go into that quickly. Go into the search. You want to come look at this vehicle? Not a problem. Charlie Mike 776 Sierra Alpha. Like so. Job done. And that is how you will effectively find Perkins. I did forget a 7, admittedly. 77.6. Live television, ladies and gentlemen. Live television. Now we have it. So that's how you find us. Nice and simple to do that. Audio settings, you know, you got your FM, AM, DAB, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay. It's all on there. So whichever software, whichever you like to use, all your media can be portrayed on there as well. So it's a really, really user-friendly infotainment system, and it's really easy to navigate through. Some get a bit complicated, but this one is nice and simple. Just below it, we will find your heating, ventilation, and air conditioning controls, such as fan speed, temperature control, max AC, max front screen. We have an electronically heated front screen, 2 heated front seats with different heat controls, air conditioning, recirculation, just your conventional air conditioning really. So it's going to give you maximum efficiency and keep you nice and refreshed, reducing fatigue. I mentioned earlier, a 6-speed manual gearbox. So if you're in the market for towing, get a manual. They have a higher towing capacity, so you're not restricted. It's 2,100 kilos for a brake trailer in these vehicles. Got a tow bar on it already. So once I pop that in reverse, that's going to pop up your rear parking camera. So as I've got the wheel turned, you can see that black line navigating you onto your towing ball. So no more shouting out the window to your mate, left hand down, back, forward. That's all that thing of the past. It's going to be easy to get your trailer, caravan on and off. So that's nice and simple. Cup holders galore, 2 down there, drinks holders, 2 more cup holders either end. So you always can have plenty of drinks on the go to keep you nice and refreshed. Again, USBs, and we've also got a plug socket down here as well, so you can keep yourself beautifully charged up in any given situation. So in the interest of time, I think I've covered quite a lot. If there's always going to be things I haven't. If you'd like to know more, please do give one of the sales team a call on 01376 550 899. Thank you very much for your time. Bye bye.